He who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. Those are the words of Seneca, the ancient philosopher. Now, if you've seen a few of these videos, you'll know that I'm a big fan of Stoic philosophy. It's really helped me with perspective, with driving through against adversity, with just acceptance, and it continues to do so. That doesn't mean we have to agree with everything. I think that's really good up to a point. I'm out on the trails this morning. It's been pouring with rain. I set out before sunrise. I was running through puddles which were well, way more than ankle deep. Loving it, to be frank. Very wet feet. It would be very easy to look at the weather forecast and think, I've got to get running. Oh no, it's going to be pouring rain tomorrow. I'm going to get soaked. What am I going to do? I haven't got the right kit, or I'm going to get cold, or whatever it might be. Now, it's one thing to prepare and think about what you can do to prepare yourself for that situation. It's another to obsess over what ifs and how I'm going to cope. So I've got to be thinking this morning about, actually sometimes it is important to suffer before it is necessary. So for example, I'm training for a big goal next year. I want to run my first 100-mile race in under 24 hours. I've already run 7 100-mile races, finished 6, which is a pretty decent kind of completion rate. Didn't deserve to finish the other one, as you'll know from previous videos. But I want to get that 7th buckle, and I want to do it in under 24 hours, and I want to do it at the one race that I've done twice before, and it's really been a struggle for me. I've made it in the last hour of the 28-hour cut-off on each of those occasions, and to finish this race in under 24 hours to get the fabled one-day buckle, I'm going to need to take over 3 hours off of my best time at that race, and 2 hours off of my personal best for a 100-mile race, which I set at a flat race last May. So, what's my point? Sometimes you need to suck it up and push through. There's plenty of occasions in life where we don't want to do something. We don't want to get started. We're worried about whether we can succeed at something. We haven't done something before. We're intimidated by the scale of the task. We're concerned about whether we're going to produce good quality work, so we kind of self-sabotage and don't get started, and then we end up probably producing sub-quality work because we left it too late. And running for me is a metaphor for life. I've learned so much from running and from what I do, the training that I do. So this morning I woke up, and to be frank, I really didn't want to get up. I could easily have turned over. I did turn over for another 10 minutes of dozing, but I could argue I need the rest. This would be another fairly decent week for me, mileage wise, but I need to push myself more. I can rest later, I can have a sleep on the sofa. It's locked down, I'm not going anywhere. So sometimes it's important to push ourselves. So I think Seneca's got a great point. I think he's completely right about things like anxiety and worrying about what might happen. And I think it's really important to just embrace that, and just the more you put yourself out there and put yourself through these experiences that you don't want to take on, the more you realise you can do them, you've learned from them, and hey, you'll deal with it. But sometimes it's really important to just get out there and just get on with it and just see what happens. So today it's been pouring with rain, the head torch has just come off. It's still raining, but I'm running through the woods. I've been running on country roads, I've been running on hard packed trail with big puddles in it, I've been running across some fields, I've seen a total of about 8 deer bounding around in front of me up a field and across the field, across the path, which is always fantastic, and I'm getting it done. So, some thoughts for you on a rainy Sunday in November. Whatever challenge you're facing, don't let it overwhelm you. Embrace it. Onwards.